Kevin narrative. Um, that we're inciting instead of insight. It goes along with provocative progress from last week, 2 weeks ago, Future Fest now.
Yeah.
Well, hey, what's up, y'all? Brene, you look radiant with the background. Look at that.
Thanks. All bright. Color blocking.
What do you want to talk about today? Free for all. What?
I'm not gonna decide.
Come on. Anything you want.
Decide.
Do you think we could find anybody else to join us? There's no one here. Come on, y'all. Jump on. Well, we're not going to do this now. You know where we are. We're here every week.
Mother's Day is coming up this weekend.
Oh, honor your mom. This weekend?
Yeah.
Already? I'm glad we had this conversation. This would have been disastrous.
Are you being serious?
No.
Oh,
Thank you.
I was about to say.
But I did. My mom was just visiting this last week. I bought her a card, and I had it all ready to go, and then I didn't give it to her yesterday before she jumped on the airplane.
No.
What a loser. Sorry, Mom. But she did fly back to New York yesterday all day long.
Oh.
Yeah, she flew. Oh, okay. So let's talk about this. Speaking of moms and having to endure stuff.
Okay.
Not hard stuff, but she usually flies Southwest because they're super good. Like, It's a good experience. And
flexible, easy.
Through the pandemic, something has shifted dramatically in that, because multiple times when she's flown out to visit from New York, they've just like arbitrarily switched her like entire itinerary. Not even like, oh, we need to get you, like, your flight is going to be like 2 legs instead of 1, or it's like, no, you're going to leave on Thursday instead of Friday. Like,
they spirited her.
How are they doing that? Like, they thrive on being like the easy, like good for the passenger airline. And now, so my mom wound up having 2 layovers, one of them for 4 hours in Chicago. And she didn't get home till super late last night because she was going from west to east. So anyway, Southwest, if you're listening out there, always been a big fan, but there's something that's got to come back to normality, because the experience is not good, and you're starting to lose long-term customers. So if you're hearing it.
Since our viewership is so wide.
Yeah,
broad.
I mean, obviously, look at it. What's it say we have on there right now? 20 million followers? Oh, wow. Yeah. Southwest is definitely going to hear about this.
Tag Southwest.
Hashtag Heart Southwest.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, so let's talk more about moms, though. Like, not bad mom stories, good mom stories. How about when your daughter wins an award and makes you smile and cry in public? Do you like that as a mom story? Because I think that's awesome. I'm glad to be a part of those stories.
Yeah, those are great moments.
Yeah.
I mean, I think seeing your child thriving, period, not necessarily just, I mean, awards are great, but just seeing how they interact with people and seeing how polite they are, or, I think that trying to teach Sanaya how to speak up for herself, and not just when something is wrong, but even when things are good, or, like, order your own food at Chipotle. I don't have to speak for you. She's like, can you? But, even in those small things, seeing your small person grow into, a bigger person, and being comfortable in who they are and like confident in that is extremely rewarding.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you're awesome at it. I was thinking as you were saying that, like how big those things feel as a kid.
Yes.
Like, but that sense of pride when you like, oh, I got to order my own. Like, I want to go do the grocery shopping, or I want to do whatever. Zoe, our youngest, is just a little tiny munchkin compared to Sanaya, but recently, like for the last maybe a couple of weeks, she's been making her own eggs for breakfast. Like we supervise her, obviously. And it's not gas. We've got induction cooktop, so it's relatively safe. But she puts the butter in the pan. She cracks the egg. She doesn't like to actually split the egg open, but she likes to crack it on the side. And then she'll wait a little bit, and then she like scrambled the eggs. So she scrambles them up herself, puts a little salt on there. It's
very
pretty adorable. She brings her little chair over. Pretty cute. There's I was I don't know how old, probably a little older than her, but Zoe's 3 now, 4. She just turned 4. Holy mackerel! Zoe's 4. So maybe right around the same age. There's a picture of me cooking hot dogs on the stove as a little kid. Hot dogs and mac and cheese. Here we go. We got a couple people on. What's up, y'all? Thank you for joining. We're talking moms and honoring moms, and I just moved that. Sorry, Renee.
It's okay. There I don't have to be.
Paused. Who paused it? Oh my goodness. What is happening here?
Oh, I said it.
Oh my goodness. Hey, here we go. So, do you have plans? Sanaya gonna hook you up? You do anything with your mom?
I'm taking my mom out Friday. Then I'm going out with my friends on Saturday so that I can sleep and do nothing on Sunday.
That's the plan on Sunday?
Yes.
A return. Recharge the batteries. Your day, your way.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
Not get dressed, no makeup, no wigs, no. Just a muumuu and a bonnet, maybe. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I mean, unless I wake up and I'm like, oh.
You should throw on a sari.
Oh yeah, I did have one.
She is really mad at saying that. She's trying to slap me. You saw it here, folks.
No, there's some kind of gnat in here.
Yeah,
Gnat.
You better not mention that again.
One thing that I will say about motherhood that I feel like sometimes is different from fatherhood is
producing a baby.
We can most certainly start there. No, but I feel like I saw this thing that was so funny, and it's like how moms eat dinner, and the mom has like the baby on one hand, she's like talking on the phone, typing on the computer, and like trying to like, scoop the food into her mouth every other, burp the kid, feed the kid, and like the dad comes in and he sits down and like puts his napkin and has a glass of wine, and he's just like, I don't know why this is, but there's just this, what are the words that I'm looking for? Kind of like kids' innate ability to walk past their father to ask their mother something like,
oh, you noticed this phenomenon?
Like you're in the bathroom trying to have some privacy. Dad's on the couch and they're like, Mom!
Well, even if Dad's not on the couch, come ask me, like, especially with Zoe, it's like Mom has to do everything. And I'm like, Zoe, I am right here. Like literally, I'm begging you. I can brush your teeth. Your mom doesn't have to do it. I can read you a story. Like I can do all these things. Your mom is awesome, but she doesn't have to do everything. But she's getting better about it. But I totally empathize with what you're saying.
It's just, wow. Okay. I mean, it's different in my household now, but.
So we have a comment that says, you're so right. This is on the front of this topic all the time.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting. And I think, I mean, Candace, my best friend, and I were just talking about how, if you see a man out pushing the stroller and he's got the kid, people are like, "Oh, with the kids, congratulations, good job, you're doing a great job." Have two kids in the
Yeah,
stroller,
right.
one with the harness backpack thing.
It's just expected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, "You're doing a good job, sis. Keep up the good work."
I do. I just beat the horn, and then they're like thinking I'm being a.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, exactly. What is
How
this
can I
person
help
doing?
you?
Speaking of beating the horn, today we're dropping the kids off at school, and then we'll come back to this quick diversion. There's a large vehicle, like a Jeep Wrangler, all like done up, and it was hard to tell if they were parking or leaving.
Mhm.
And so I slowed down and waited for them, and the truck behind me just lays on the horn on me because I didn't I was just waiting there. And it was, I'm not gonna over exaggerate, 8 seconds of waiting. It wasn't as if I just put it in park,
Engine.
started checking the hood or something. It was literally is this person coming or going? That's all, so I could let them out if they were leaving. That was it. And this guy, and I was furious, it just infuriated.
Wow.
I wanted, because he was stopped up at the light up ahead, and just look, dude, I understand you trying to go someplace, but I was just seeing if that car would leave. And then I thought better of it because it could have been perceived as me being aggressive, and that's not what I was trying to do. I was just I'm an explainer. I need that closure. I need that guy. I need that guy to know that I was trying to be nice, not trying to ruin his day. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good summary of me. Okay, so back. The other thing about the kids and asking the mom is they know exactly when to go ask mom versus when to go ask dad. So,
manipulate.
They do know what's up. But we love them.
Indeed.
And we love them. Not but we love them. And we love them.
In spite of all of that. Yeah. No, I think motherhood is great. It's wonderful. It's the most challenging thing that you'll ever experience. Somebody at Piper's party was asking me about motherhood and a teenager and all of that, and how do we have such a great relationship? And I was saying, part of it is being transparent and letting your kids be vulnerable with your kids, and having, making it a safe space for them to come talk to you, because if they don't feel like you're human, they're not going to talk to you. And they're going to absolutely make mistakes, but if you can talk them through some of the mistakes that you've made, because I feel like, sometimes parents can get very, because I said so. Yeah. And there's an aspect of that is absolutely
needed sometimes.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
I remember there's an incident where my mom always wanted me to go to Barnes & Noble with her and my brothers. Now, I am 10 years older than my baby brother. So I'm a junior in high school. I don't want to go to the kids section at Barnes & Noble and hear the puppet stories, where they had the little story time in the circle. And, my brothers, is precious because one of my little brothers did tell me, because I have 3 younger brothers, 8.5 years younger than the twins are 8.5 years younger. Anyway, they're about to be 30. But one of them messaged me a couple months ago and was like, I remember all those times that you did that and watched Power Rangers with me or did all the things. Even though I was very mature and literally trying to move out. At 16, trying to move out. But my mother told me, because I was like, no, I don't want to go to Barnes & Noble with you guys. And then I think maybe Barnes & Noble. I did go to Barnes & Noble. I was like, can I go to Barnes & Noble with Eric? And my mom was like, you're headed down the path of destruction because you don't want to go with us, but you want to go with this boy. I was like, what the heck? What are you talking? Headed down the path of destruction.
It's funny how you remember that.
Because this was the one and probably only time that I did not speak to my mother for a few days until she was like, "Why do you have an attitude?" And I was just like, anyway, the point of that story is to say
Barnes and Noble is evil.
No, that, there was a lot of that in my childhood. A lot of, I've been driving since I was 12. They make me go pick up my little brothers from school in the parent line.
This is.
And then I asked one day to go to my friend's house, and they're like, "You don't have a driver's license." And I was like, "I just picked up the kids from school."
I can't even imagine.
I was furious.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So I just have been trying to avoid things like that, where it's, the duality of what I'm saying. I want to be, my actions and my words be congruent. Let my no's be no's and my yays be yays.
I thought you were talking about your nose.
My no's and my Kanye's. The best thing for our relationship is a little, not that because I don't feel like you have to explain to your children. I don't feel like, I'm friendly with Sinai, but I explain, like, we're not friends. I am your mama. But
so you don't think you could be friends with and be a mom? Like, you think you have to have that firewall there?
I think that it depends on what you. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just asking
because
the question.
there are things that you share with friends that you wouldn't share with your child, and vice versa. Like,
yeah, but there's things that you would share with one friend that you wouldn't share with another, also. So
yes, but
I'm just poking. I'm not.
I think that it's important. Maybe as you become older, as your children become older, so they have that differentiation of. Because I agree that there are things that you would share with one friend that maybe not the other friend, but I do think that there's kind of a universal way that you speak to your friends. And I will not be spoken to like I'm one of your little friends.
Fair enough. That I understand.
There's just a slang and a comfortability and, that comes with, I think, friendship that should not, there still needs to be a hierarchy. I tell Sinai all the time, like, don't let the high heels fool you.
Don't let the Crocs fool you.
These Crocs can come up.
Yeah.
And now that she's taller than me, because she's like, I'm 5'4", and I was like, I don't care. She's like, I would never do anything as long as you know. I'm from Inglewood.
You could cash these checks.
If you write them, you ready to cash them.
That's great.
No, but I think that, and parenting is just so different from one child to the next. I feel like there's a lot of this, I don't want to say new age because that makes me sound like I'm a hippie. But
you are the most hippie person I know.
No, but I just,
you don't know how many times I've found her out in nature, just like hanging out by a tree. This is
comes and I'm like climbing. Hey, Kevin, good morning.
She just created a hammock out of reeds by the water. Yeah, she
literally right before he pressed live, I was running through the space because I saw a spider, and he carried it out with his fingers. I was about to submit my 2-week notice because the spider was about to attack me.
Yeah, it was massively scary daddy long legs. So
he was chunky. Didn't you feel like he was a little chunky?
Yeah, he just
his legs were long and skinny, but his torso was chunky. And he was shaking. Did you see how he was shaking?
Well, that's how they do it, to like get attention. So like,
what do you mean?
That's on purpose.
That's my hair. Ooh, no.
I think I read that it's also potentially, and I'm getting out of my lane here, but that webbing that they create, they put back in their body. So like if they think they gotta abandon ship, if it's not an immediate danger, like they're trying to like pull back in. We gotta head out of here. Poor spider.
So what did you do? You grabbed him by the 8 legs? Because all I saw was you walking out like this. So I didn't know, was that his torso? Was he
Yeah,
on a
I wrangled
leash?
him. I got to tell you, I used part of the spider web. I lassoed him up, and then like a cow, upside down with their legs like this. I had all 8 legs like this. I carried him out. No, I just put it in my hand, brought it outside. It's not gonna bite.
I know, it is creepy.
Yeah. Look at what we've covered today. Little biomimicry in there, motherhood. Oh, one more thing about your thoughts on, you were just saying how like every child's kind of different, but also every stage of life you're adjusting. Like you're never done. You're never done. Never done. What do you think about that, Mom?
Oh man. One thing that has been hard to navigate as a single mother is because there's like, when they are young, right? It's like, okay, well, they're having a bottle or they're breastfeeding. Okay, now here's the milestone. We're going to be on cereal. We're introducing cereal. Okay, now solid foods. There's kind of this natural progression that is supposed to happen or be happening. And when they get to the teenage age, you don't know when what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You don't know when they might start finding interest or being attracted to someone. You don't know when you need to introduce deodorant and things, like there's just so many different things. And that's been hard to navigate alone is, when you do have, okay, now they're interested in dating people. So what's our standard? What day, when do we, what are the rules?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's happening now. Okay. But that's also happening simultaneously to, figuring out what college and,
Yeah.
and now we're talking about piercings and tattoos. And I don't know. I wasn't.
Tattoos?
Yes.
like your first tattoo? Was it your first?
My jailhouse tattoo?
Yeah. Is that what she's talking
won't be
about?
Getting one of those.
No.
No, but we're gonna get matching tattoos when she turns 18.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And where's it gonna happen? And what is the tattoo gonna be?
Inside our pinkies, just each other's names. So, and then she was talking about she wanted to get a Band-Aid tattoo. I was like, no. She's like, I think that'd be cute, like a little bit.
You can
Absolutely not.
Put it on.
It's like her elbow or her knee.
Is your pinky tattoo name gonna be like in the shape of a mustache? So,
it's gonna be on the inside,
that's harder to do as a mustache. We saw a bartender once, and she had literal tattoo mustache on her finger.
It's kind of cute.
It's an awesome bar. I'll give a free plug. Dive bar, the closest dive bar to our house, and it's Marty's. Kelly's mom used to go there.
Wow, I think I've been there too.
Forever ago, yeah. Marty's. They weren't open today at 8 a.m. Surprisingly enough. Sometimes they are, but today they weren't. We drive by it every day for school delivery.
It's my kind of place. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 8 a.m. somewhere.
But yeah, I think that because they are always evolving, it keeps you on your toes. And again, like into these others, it's a little harder to navigate because you don't know when it's happening, how it's coming at you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, we're dealing with that now. At you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, we're dealing with that now today. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's nice to have somebody there to bounce those ideas off of, or not have to make the final decision by yourself, like that.
Yeah, for it to all be on your shoulders.
Yeah. Who I think it's Louisa, the strong sister. And
yeah. Holding the donkeys.
That's me. Yeah.
Oh, you want this building moved over here? There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's so sad she can't even move the piano and she starts crying. Oh, sorry, plot. Not giving away anything. The magic's under siege, everybody.
Yeah, motherhood's great. Shout out to all the moms out there making it happen, no matter how hard it is, making it look easy.
And speaking of moms and making it look easy, that Encanto party that Renee went to for her daughter last Friday, was awesome, and Kelly did every bit of that. Awesome job.
Yes, the Piper door. Oh,
Yeah. You
Let's
want to
get
hear a little sidebar on that?
sure.
Kelly's like, oh, I'd really like to get a picture of Piper as the sun's hitting it, just like at the like golden hour kind of time thing.
Okay.
And Zach took it upon himself to take apart the Piper door 5/8 of the way. So that was, that's one of those things, excuse me, where he's like, he's trying to be helpful. He wasn't like, he didn't just like tear it all down. He was trying to take it down, clean up after the party. But apparently he didn't hear that mom still wanted to get a picture of Piper the following days. So parenthood.
Yes.
And Kelly handled that very well as well, because she was upset because she had a vision of what this picture was going to be.
Right.
And it took forever for her to put that on the door.
I-
Very meticulously.
You could tell. Well, I got a picture in front of it. I think I can, you can just Photoshop me out. But
Yeah, one of the other neighborhood girls did too. So we'll just get her out of it, put Pipey there, and call it good.
And with that,
And with that, we'll call it good. All right, y'all.
have a great rest of
Thank
the week,
you.
y'all.
Tomorrow, 4th sector. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th, Star Wars, and be a dork and think about 4th sector when you're doing it. And then let's see, something else going on. I don't remember, but Cinco de Mayo. Have an awesome Cinco de Mayo, and that's it. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Just touch it. Just say yes.